Hello, my backthroat. My name's Beast. Today we're back with ToHeart. I don't know if there's anything else to really say. Let's just fucking ambushed Ayaka at the riverbank. I call Ayaka's mobile phone using a nearby public phone.
Yo, 俺だ。ひろゆきだ。はあ。例の勝負、今からやろうぜ。オッケー。じゃあ、前回の河川敷で待ってるぜ。わかった。すぐ行くわ。
Alright. Head to the river as well.
お待たせ。おう、来たな。
Hi, Sandri. Another person behind her.
あれ、セリオじゃねえか。なんで？
今日は彼女にジャッジを頼んだのよ。
ジャッジって審判？
よろしくお願いします。
She lowers her head slightly.
でも、なんでお前がセリオと？
この子、うちの電工の開発なのよ。
ああ、そうか。クルス川だもんな。
この子はね、特に私のお気に入りなの。友達よ。ね、セリオ。
The sage's expression doesn't change. She seems a little
ところ
flattered.
でどうなの？少しくらい私に勝てる見込みはあるの？
そりゃあな。こっちはたった一発当てりゃ勝ちなんだろ。そのくらいなら素人でもなんとかなるさ。
分かってないわね。
何が？
そんなに甘いものじゃないのよ、格闘技は。ましてやこの私が相手なのよ。デタラメに戦ってたんじゃ一生かかったってかすりもしないでしょうね。
やってみねえとわかんねえだろ。
そうね。まあやってみればわかるわね。
Truth is, I practiced a little after our agreement. Did push-ups, sit-ups, and other exercises, and some shadowboxing. My muscles are still a little sore because of that. Now I can't possibly become better than Ayaka with that sliver of training. But it's just one hit, right? I'm sure I can force that through somehow. Time to let her see how strong a man really can be.
それじゃあそろそろ始めるわよ。
よし。
セリオ、グローブお願い。はい。
Cedar takes out red gloves and violet gloves from her duffel bag. She gives the violet gloves to Ayaka and the red gloves to me.
それつけて。
おう。
Gloves are in a special shape. They cover my fists fully but have space for the fingers and I could open my hands fully. There's some padding inside but only a minimal amount. I thought she would be bringing the puffy boxing gloves. Is it really okay for me to hit her with these? Well, she is a karate veteran. She let me eating dirt if I let my guard down even for a second. I have to go out into a fight with the attitude that I'm competing in a sport.
こっちは準備 OK よ。
こっちも。よし。
I bump my fists together.
じゃあやろっか。
おう。
いい？そっちは一発でもヒットさせれば勝ち。こっちはそっちがギブアップするか KO させれば勝ち。
ああ。
Ayaka clenches her fists and gets into a fighting
一
position.
つだけ言っておくわね。
She looks me in the eyes.
素人相手に大人げないかもしれないけど、勝負と名がつくからは私も本気でやらせてもらうわよ。
ああ。
男の子だもんね。少しくらい言いたくても我慢できるでしょ。
He's trying to intimidate me. If she thinks I'll be scared about something like that, she's right. This is bad. I can't lose heart now. It is just one hit. I love the fucking bravado, like, oh, if she thinks that'll scare me, well, she's fucking right. I'm scared, mommy. Oh, he needs to know how to deliver it, I
じゃあ think. いいわよ。セリオ。はい。それでは始めます。
Swallow and clench my fists
Ready?
tightly.
ファイト。
That's too cute. How should I fight? Apparently do a feint is the right option. She's clearly much more skilled than me. Catching off guard with a surprise attack should be the right way to handle this. There's a high chance Ayaka was waiting for that and will use it to counter. In that case, I should go for a feint and follow up quickly with another attack. I narrow my eyes smugly at Ayaka and step forward to throw out a jab. However, I stop short because of it is a feint. the same time, Ayaka's glove twitched a little. Seeing a reaction, I feel vindicated. I was preparing to counter my first move. Immediately, I stepped forward to throw out my actual attack. A two-hit combo starting from that fake jab. Slight delay in my time makes Ayaka dish out her counter a split second too late. And clear. But Ayaka sways away at the last minute. She dodges it. Her right arm is stretched out too far. The moment it occurs to me I am in danger, I see a flash of violet light. A cracking sound, and then my vision fades out. She got me good. I read her moves, but didn't have the skill to follow through. Damn it.
結構良かったわよ、今の攻め。てっきり先手必勝の奇襲攻撃で来ると思って反撃を狙ってたの。そこでフェイントとは。素人だし軽くあしらおうと思ってたから、うっかり引っかかるところだったわ。
後が続かなけりゃ意味ないぜ。
まあそうだけど、読み合いで負けたのはちょっとショック。素人ってのをうまく逆手に取られたわ。
たまたまだけどな。
あとは基本的な問題ね。パンチ。はっきり言って素人丸出しよ。
Can't refute that. I have to admit it, but she is right.
どう？立てる？
ああ、このくらい。
Quickly stand up. The moment I'm on my feet, I feel like the world is spinning. That attack's still having an effect on me, but I refuse to let it show on my face.
というわけで、セリオ、判定は？
はい。綾香お嬢様の勝ちです。
やりー。
くそー。
今日のところは私の勝ちね。
しょうがねえ、負けだ。
痛い？
痛えよ。
やっぱり基本がなってないと全然ダメね。今ならまだ勝負自体をチャラってことにしてもいいわよ。
結構だ。俺は勝つ。たった一発ぐらい慣れてくりゃ入るはずだ。
Ayaka shrugs in resignation.
じゃあ私が少しレッスンしてあげる。
お前が。
そうよ。敵に塩を送られるのは嫌？
うん。こ
Actually,
んな
no,
ことで
but
格好つけても意味ねえしな。悔しいけど頼む。
素直じゃないわね。
after that, Ayaka teaches me the basics of throwing a punch. Chin in, sides in, release tension, relax, rotate the waist, shift weight from back to front leg, then punch. Jab, straight hook.
いつでも相手になってあげるわよ。本気になったら怖いってセリフ。ちゃんと証明してみせてよね。
くそ。次は見てろよ。
期待してるわ。
She grins. Damn it. That Ayaka. I had no idea she was so strong. Carter trained or not, she's still a girl. So sure I could overwhelm her as long as I pulled out all the stops since I was a guy. I was too naive. Her strength is the real thing. And after couldn't help to beat her. A condition about winning if I could just land a hit. I thought it would be a cinch. There's no way I can land even a lucky hit on someone that good. He knew some amateur wouldn't be able to land a hit on her. And she was right. There's right, I'm never gonna win. But I'm not gonna just give up either. The only thing to do now is train. I'm not expecting anything to change overnight, but you never know if you never try. I practiced before taking a bath. I used a punching method that Ayaka taught me. The objective of this match isn't to knock the opponent out, so speed is of more importance. The textbook will be my favorite manga, Hayame no Gyuho. I do believe we all know that it's supposed to be fucking Hajime no Ippo here. Let's see. To punch quickly, clench your fist tightly, and only in a moment of impact. Right. Got it now. Like, these motherfuckers start setting up like fucking speedometers and punching into the speedometers to like... Too slow. Too slow. Very thirsty today. Oh, she's here again. Immediately another showdown. Let's get his ass kicked. Michael's mobile phone number is...
Oh, Hiroyuki da. Yarouze.
all set. Head to the river. Yeah, I don't know why I almost tried to read his name there. Now then, calling her is the easy part. Now I need to think of how to win. Single hit, that's all I need to do. And I'll win. That's easier said than done. She's in the practice dummy. She's a live opponent who'll evade an attack. She's gonna let me hit her so easily. So what am I gonna do about it? Can't draw it out for too long. The longer the match goes, the more obvious our skill difference will become. I have to aim to finish it quickly. I have to do it by going all out right off the bat this time too. If I can't hold my own against her, then I have to depend on punch strength and instantaneous force. I'll force my way to a win by getting close to her. I'll do so as soon as the match begins, so that she doesn't turn the flow of battle in her favor. One hit, just one hit.
Oh, 来たな.
So, about 10 plus minutes after I had arrived, Ayaka and Serio show up.
いや、別に。今ちょうど具体的な勝ちのパターンを考えてたところだ。
へえ、それは楽しみね。
Standing behind her is her roommate,
おう、セ
Serio.
リオ。元気か？
はい。調子は良好です。
As indifferent as
本
ever.
日の自信のほどは？
あるといえばある。
あら、ちょっと強気が減っちゃったわね。
うるせえな。
I'm not about to tell her she's taught me a hard lesson
い
about
いから見
that.
てろよ。今日は意地でもパンチを当ててやるからな。
できるかしらね。
いくら空手をやってたからとはいえ、女の子を相手に一発も当てられないなんて情けなさすぎるからな。
言っとくけど、私のこと普通の女の子だとは思わない方がいいわよ。
じゃあ何だと思えばいいんだ？
そうね。一人の名のある格闘家。
そりゃまた大きく出たな。
あら、実力相応よ。
She giggles.
まあ、そのうちそう思うようになるわよ。
そうです。
セリオ、グローブ用意して。
はい。
Serio takes out red gloves and violet gloves from her duffel bag and brings them over. Ayaka and I take the gloves and put them on.
準備はいいわよ。
こっちもだ。
じゃあ早速だけど、始めよっか。
ああ、ぐだぐだ喋ってたって始まらねえ。さっさと追っ始めようぜ。
そうね。セリオ。
はい。それでは。
Said he was the referee. She steps
レデ
forward.
ィー。
Both get into fighting stances. The moment the signal is given, I take a big step out. Ayaka seems surprised by my aggressive approach. Which direction should I attack from? Or the right? Alright, I'll go from the right. My amateur footwork to good use and go around her from the right. Getting to a fighting stance makes me realize that if someone tried to go around me from the side of my front leg, I would have trouble dealing with that. I'd be a fool to not use this to my knowledge. I keep mumbling to myself to shift to the right as I throw out a jab. However, Ayaka dodges it easily by stepping to the side. Crap. This time she lifts a hand and parries my attack. I turn to the right and attack. Parry, parry, dodge. Can't hurt her at all. Ayaka keeps a constant distance from me and moves to the side as needed with rhythmic footwork that makes it seem like she's dancing. Seems to be telling me that she can counterattack anytime she wants. Pauses like these are getting on my nerves. Damn it, I have longer reach than she does. Even though I know I'll surely lose in close combat, I should be able to somehow get one hit in at least. First I'll go around to her right. Uh-oh. Move by Ayaka's punch is waiting for me. She predicted my move, and she waited to hit me when I went around her. Second hit. Nothing else to do now but force my counterattack to land. Why does this seem so one-sided? Ah, crap. My guard. My world starts spinning. Damn it. She's defending so well I can't even scratch her.
そこ意識ある？
I guess calling me.
一応な。
Open my mouth and answer. Push myself up and sit cross-legged on the grass.
大丈夫そうね。
痛えよ。
She giggles
積
at that.
極的に右へ回るのは良かったわ。相手の前足の外側に回り込むのは基本だからね。
でも迎撃されたぞ。
あとは応用よ。基本は右だけど、同じ方向ばかりじゃすぐ読まれるでしょ。何にでも変化をつけないとね。
ちくしょう。わかってるけどな。
というわけでセリオ、結果は？
はい。綾香お嬢様の勝ち。
やりー。
ああ、もう。
というわけで、それじゃあ今日も綾香先生のワンポイントレッスン。
頼む。
今日は大事なフットワークについて教えてあげる。フットワークは攻撃にも防御にも欠かせない。とにかく基本中の基本で。
I could give you some pointers on basic movements. Supposed to focus on circling around my opponent, and I have to combine that with the rotations anchored by the pivot foot. I'm to shuffle around and lift my foot off the ground too much. Relax my knees, maintain a fixed distance for movement, and move rhythmically. When stepping out in the direction I want to move in, pull the other foot in. Sounds easy, but it's a very specific sort of movement. Repeated practice is the key.
前回パンチについて教えたけど、ちゃんと家でも練習してるみたいね。
そりゃどうも。
その調子でフットワークも練習してね。
そうさせていただきます。
A week's exhaustion, it said. Yeah, I think there's more than a week's exhaustion. It's just, it's a week's exhaustion plus plus being beaten to pulp twice. Oh hey, time for Multi's fucking funeral. Ain't that nice? Break time rolls around. Bump into Kurisugawa in the hallway.
先輩。どこ行くの？教室移動？
She nods.
そうだ先輩。俺ちょっと先輩に聞きたいことがあるんだ。
He's happy to talk to
妹
me.
の綾香のことなんだけど。うん、そうあいつ。以前空手やってたとか言ってたけど、どのくらい強いんだ？
Very strong, says Kurisugawa. There's a simple and clear
で
answer.
もあいつなんであんなに強いんだろう。とても女子高生とは思えねえよ。え、毎晩家でトレーニングしてるって？綾香が？
Kurisugawa
毎
nods.
晩ってどのくらい？だいたい2時間くらいですって。
For real. Depends on what sort of physical activity it is, but 30 minutes is just about my maximum.
そうか。追いついてるつもりが、実は引き離されてるのかもしれねえな。
Should learn from her and train harder as
ところ
well.
でさ、綾香って何か弱点みたいなものはないの？そう、苦手な攻撃とか。姉さんなんだからウィークポイントぐらい知ってるだろ？え、ヘビが嫌い？
She nods.
そうか、ヘビか。
However, that information has nothing to do with our showdown. The next showdown, this man just shows up with like a fucking, with like a fucking, goes full Majima, snake skin shoes, snake skin jacket, even goes out of his way to wear like a shirt with a snake on it under the snake skin jacket. It's just like, hello. Actually, wait. There's something known as, isn't there something known as a snake fist? This isn't exactly relevant either. Time to get his ass beat again! I do believe that the most apt name for this part, no matter what happens, is just gonna be Glutton for punishment. Ayaka's mobile phone number is...
ひろゆきだけど、 今日も挑戦するぜ。
OK。じゃあすぐ行くわ。
Alright, today's the day. I head to the river. Strategy for the day is let's stop attacking recklessly and observe her attacks instead. Is it? This time I was so hung up on getting just one hit that I was only thinking about bulldozing my way through. That is gonna work. On her at least. Should watch every one of her attacks carefully and plan my punches precisely. Never letting any attack go to waste. A rash of fence will open me up to counterattacks. One hit. I only have to get one hit in to win. I can try as many times as I want. As long as I remain standing, I have a chance. If I keep my guard up and avoid being hit, I can reserve my energy and wait for her to run out of stamina before quickly and precisely delivering a decisive punch. That is it. You think you have more stamina than her? You dumbass!
来たな。
About 10 plus minutes after I had arrived, Ayaka and Serio show up.
ごめんごめん。待った？
いや、おかげでじっくり作戦が練れたぜ。言っとくけど、今日は覚悟しとけよ。
へえ、強気ね。それは楽しみ。
こんにちは、ひろゆきさん。
おうセリオ、今日も美人だな。
She seems a little
あ
flattered.
ら、私は？
もちろん美人だぜ。
社交辞令ね。
ま、半分は。そういえばセリオ、お前も今日がテストの最終日なんじゃないのか？
いえ、私のテスト期間はまだ3週間残っています。
そうなのか。確かマルチの方は今日で最後だったよな。
はい。
研究所に帰ったらマルチによろしくって言っといて。会うんだろ？
はい。
多分。
わかりました。彼女に会った時は伝えておきます。
If she sees her? So she doesn't know if she'll be seeing her?
早速始めましょうか。
おう。
セリオ、グローブ用意して。
はい。
Take our gloves from Serio and put them on.
こうして勝負するのも今日で3回目ね。
安心しろ。今日で終わりだから。
そう簡単にいくかしらね。そろそろ私の強さが分かってきたんじゃない？
強い敵はその分経験値が高えからな。倒しがいがあるぜ。
経験値？
お前に勝てば一気にレベルアップだ。
レベルアップって何の？
いや、わかんねえならいい。ま、前回前々回はちょっと無謀すぎたからな。今日は慎重に行かせてもらうぜ。
相手をよく見るのは大切だけど、消極的になるのは良くないわよ。
わかってる。まあ見てろって。
I bump my fists
じゃあいい
together.
わよ。セリオ、お願い。
はい。それでは行きます。
Serio is the referee. She steps
レ
forward.
ディー。
We both get into fighting stances. Move my feet the moment the signal is given. All the while maintaining a fixed distance from Ayaka and keep my guard up. He gives an impressed look after observing my
ちゃんと
footwork.
練習したのね。上達してるわ。
おかげさまで。
けど
Close the distance between us in the next instant. Her left punch comes as fast as lightning. I barely managed to block it with my arm and then pushed back from the
ほら
impact.
ほら、こんな程度で足を止めない。ぐらつくのはフットワークが甘い証拠よ。すぐに基本姿勢に戻す。相手の攻撃は一発で終わるとは限らないのよ。
そうですか。
じゃあ行くわよ。
She starts throwing out jabs from all directions and angles. It's like she's using a flexible but heavy whip. So much for hitting like a girl. This is bad. She will force my guard open eventually at this rate. Focus on defending is the wrong move. Start attacking too. Decide to parry the next jab from the left by deflecting it and counterattack. So what combo should I use? Parry on the inside with the right hand, attack from the left. I mean, that depends on the fucking... what attack she's gonna throw. There is no one fucking... I mean, inside... never mind, it says outside up here, so it's just gonna be the wrong option anyways. Parrying on the outside, you have to go against the power of the attack, but in the inside, you just have to change trajectory slightly. Parry with the right hand on the inside, then attack from the left. Keep her guard up while watching Ayaka carefully, calculating the timing of her left jab. Next one! Come on! Bingo. I redirect the trajectory of Ayaka's jab inside with my right hand. Face tenses up. Now! I immediately aim at the left of her completely open face. I graze her, but the hit doesn't land. Ayaka turns her face away at the last minute and evades the attack. You should have just gone for the shoulder. Like, the shoulder is less movable than the fucking head. And you need to land a hit. Not a hit to the head. Just a hit. Her reflexes are unhuman. Did all of that at such close distance. That was bad. Our positions are switched. He's going to... that. But it's that exact moment that Ayaka's right punch connects with my chin. And it sways, and then... she follows up with 3 more attacks. Every opening I show is exploited. She's just too freaking good. I'm actually fighting against someone that's extraordinary. She isn't just some random girl, that's for sure. Amen. Turned to see the city who was right next to me, fanning my face with a plastic board. Ayaka's crouching down next to her, watching me. Pushed myself up and sit cross-legged on the grass.
今日のは結構いい感じだったんだけどな。
ジャブをインサイドパリーされた時は正直やばいと思ったわ。だけどパリーに力を入れすぎたみたいね。次の試合に一瞬出遅れたわよ。もっともそのおかげで助かったけど。
Ayaka grins.
というわけでセリよ。結果は？
はい。綾香お嬢様の勝ち。
やりー！3勝目！
I will work my defense and conserve my energy. Then I'll counter-attack when I detect Ayaka's fatigue. That was my strategy, but she forces my guard open anyway. No amount of strategizing will work against her sheer skill. Damn it.
それでは恒例ワンポイントレッスンのコーナー。
お願いします。
さて3回目の今日はディフェンスについて教えるわ。今日の作戦はディフェンス重視だったんでしょ？
まあ、でも思うようにいかなかった。
ブロック一辺倒だからよ。ディフェンスには様々なテクニックがあるわ。用途に応じて使い分けなきゃね。
I gave him some pointers on basic defense techniques. Defending isn't simply about evasion. You have to weave it together with your attacks. That's the first thing to remember. She shares some concrete techniques. Blocking is when you stop an attack, parrying is when you deflect an attack, evading is when you avoid an attack. There are several subcategories to evading. Arching the upper body is known as swaying. Using footwork is known as stepping. Shaking the upper body is known as slipping. Getting down is known as ducking. Rotating the body to confuse is known as waving.
全部を一度に覚える必要はないわ。基本的なディフェンス以外は自分のスタイルに合わせて練習すればいいから。どうかした？
いや、今ふと思ったんだけど。
何？
なんだかこれって最初の目的とずれてきてないか？
どこが？
なんていうか、最近お前に勝負を挑みに来てんのか、格闘技を教わりに来てんのかわかんなくなってきた。
どっちもでしょ？
どっちもか。
そうそう、それでいいじゃない。あんまり深く考えない。
なんだかな。
No, we do not do radio. Also, picking the squats here actually makes sense considering that he's trying to be physically fit for the fucking fights. Funny 420, ha! I barely ever pointed that one out in this one for some reason. I don't know why. God, I'm hot. It is break time. Bump it away on the hall.
よう葵ちゃん。
こんにちは。
お、そうだ、ちょうどいい。葵ちゃんにぜひ教えてほしいことがあるんだけど。
はい、何でしょう。
グローブでの殴り合いでさ。
グローブのですか？
ああ、そいつで手っ取り早く強くなる方法を教えてほしいんだけど。
強くなる方法。
うん。
どうしたんですか？突然。
いや、まあちょっとな。
I laugh and try to avoid the question.
そうですね。手っ取り早くというのなら、やっぱりボクシングを習うのが一番いいかと思いますけど。
いや、習ってる時間なんかないくらいに早く強くならなきゃいけないんだ。
でも、そう一朝一夕には。
例えばなんかこう、とりあえず素人が気をつけなきゃいけないというポイントとかはあるかな。
ポイントですか。
具体的な方がいいな。
まずは基本姿勢を保つこと、それから相手をよく見ること、あとはむやみに前へ出ないこと、その3つでしょうか。
基本姿勢、相手をよく見る、むやみに前へ出ない。
Repeat those pointers out loud to
あとは
myself.
複雑な技をいくつも覚えるより、何か一つでも徹底的にやり込んだ技がある方が実戦では重宝しますよ。
なるほど。
Work on one move and thoroughly
初
master
心
it.
者の人はストレートばかり注目しがちですが、実際の試合では左のショートフックが非常に有効なんですよ。
おお、左のショートフックか。
まずこう腕を鍵型にしてですね。
こう？
はい。そして左手の腕時計を見るような感じで。
Spent the whole break learning how to throw a left hook from Oe. I'm on my way back to class from the toilet after finishing my lunch. I'm all lost in my thoughts, thinking about how to handle Ayaka's moves. I couldn't win against Ayaka in our showdown. I talked big and gestured to a fight, but I don't think I can win at all. The condition is simply to land one hit, but it isn't going to be as easy as I thought. So much stronger at fighting me is likely child's play to her. What are my options? Turn around at the voice and see
何
Akari.
してるの？ね
いや、別に。ちょっと。
え、私図書室に行って本を借りようと思うんだけど、暇なら一緒に行かない？
図書室？またかよ。
Walked away with my hand and say no, but then a thought occurs to me. The library. I can find some boxing related info
よし、
there.
付き合ってやる。行こうぜ。
Push Akari's shoulder. That is how I end up in the library. This man immediately fucking... this man immediately skulks into the corner. We do have sports books here. Shriners, judo, karate, boxing. There we go. Pick up a book and flip through it. Let's see, useful techniques for time combat. Oh, there's good info. Should borrow this.
いい本あった？
あったあった。お前のおかげでいい本見つかったぜ。サンキュー。
Alright. With this, I'm now one step closer to Ayaka. You better be ready. And we're immediately off to get our ass kicked again! Fucking Sirius just down there, so she's just having like a fun day apparently, and we're now going to fucking ruin it because she's gonna have to fucking accompany Ayaka for this. Call Ayaka's mobile phone like I always do.
もしもし。
俺、ひろゆき。毎度おなじみ勝負の時間だ。
わかった。すぐに行くから。
Good, today's the day I win. Head to the river. I should attack today. Just one as I've been repeating to myself. What is all I need to land to win? Question was how. I feel like it is useless coming up with an elaborate plan. Maybe I should simply stick to the basics. Move on my feet, keep my guard up, and wait for a sure opening. Very fundamentals. Right, I'll stick to the basics today. Wait for over 10 minutes. That guy's late. Usually shows up at about this time. Something happened today. Has she fled because she fears me? Yeah, right. Snowball has a better chance of hell than that. Decided to wait a while longer. 10 minutes later. Like, seriously, what happened? Someone must held her up. Like an accident. Or she got to her car on her way here and was now on the way to the hospital. Nah, her older sister sighed. That couldn't possibly happen to Ayaka, considering her reflexes. Decided to wait a while longer. 10 more minutes later. How was she? She was sure taking her time. With no other choice, I decided to call a mobile phone again. I'm gonna make up my mind.
ごめんごめん。
I got Serio show up.
遅えぞ。何やってたんだ。
ちょっとうるさい人に捕まっちゃって。
うるさい人？例の執事か？
そうそう。頭の固い頑固者でね。いつも逃げ出すのに苦労するのよ。
逃げ出すって、また逃げてきたのかよ。
そうよ。出なきゃここにいるわけないじゃない。
She's completely unapologetic about
そう
it.
いえばセリオ、お前まだテストは続いてんのか？
はい。あと3週間残っています。
おお。ところでマルチのやつは元気でやってるか？お、どうした？
彼女は新しいプロジェクトに移ったので、私と会うことはなくなりました。
This is robotics for she was sent to the farm. You know, there's like there's the dog farm, there's the cat farm, there's the hamster farm, there's the clown farm, and now there's the robot farm.
おお、そうなのか。
はい。
じゃあ、もしどこかで会ったら、俺がよろしく言ってたって伝えてくれよ。セリオ？
わかりました。
She gives me a small nod.
そろそろ始めよっか。
ああ。
セリオ、グローブ。
はい。
Take our gloves from Sidio and put them on.
今日で4回目。ここまでは楽勝だったけど、正直そろそろ危なくなってきたわ。
なんだ、負けた時の言い訳か？
違うわ、逆よ。いよいよ私も本気で倒しに行かなきゃねって意味。
Hey, wait a
これ
minute.
までは遊んでたとでも言うのかよ。
別に遊んでたわけじゃないけど、本気でやってたわけでもないわ。余力を残しつつ、それなりにやってたの。
それなりかよ。
でも最近のひろゆきの上達ぶりには目を見張るものがあるわ。もうそれなりにだなんて言ってられなくなってきたの。
はは。
Ayaka clenches her fist
と
tightly.
いうわけで、今日の私はちょっと手強いわよ。
She grins
望
confidently.
むところだ。
Not really, but
じ
still.
ゃあいいわよ。セリオ、お願い。
はい。それでは行きます。
Sidio is the referee. She steps forward.
ファイト。
Inside step and right hook right off the bat. I sway backwards at that instant, barely managing to evade the attack. What was that? My offensive style is completely different today. This is what I think it is. The lightning fast jab gives me no time to think further. Now to it combo. Step it to the right to avoid
い
it.
いわよ。上達してる。
練習してるからだ。
Otherwise I'd be kissing the ground by
続
now.
けていくわよ。
Wish I can tell her not to. I evade her jab. Block her to it combo. Pay her follow-up jab. Count with mode to it combo. Huh? I did it. For the first time ever, my punch connects. Made her block. But she quickly moves away after that and keeps her distance. She's great with footwork. She has the explosive strength of a close combat expert and the speedy footwork and level-headedness of a long-range combat expert. She has it all. Feels like she has no flaws I can exploit. But nobody's perfect. She's a jack of all trades, master of none. Ayaka's trying to make this a long-range fight by keeping her distance from me. Now I should respond. Stay away from range and only go for close combat. To succeed in long-range combat, you need great techniques, but there's no way my technique can be better than hers. There's only one thing to do: close combat. That is Ayaka's aim. He's probably trying to bait me into close combat, but I'm not gonna fall for her trap. Having said that, trying to fight her at this distance will be my funeral. We'll have to wait for her to come in by herself while keeping my defenses up. Ayaka throws out a jab from a distance, but I evade it by stepping back. Her footwork is leagues better than mine, too. If we were in a boxing ring, she'd have closed the distance in an instant, but thankfully, I don't need to worry about that.
さあな。
かかってきたら。
ミスミス不利な戦いをする気はないね。
なるほど。
Ayaka takes a step toward me. In the blink of an eye, she's right in front of me. It is now close combat. Just the way I want it. We both throw quick, intense punches, but I'm clearly being overwhelmed. She employs a variety of defensive moves, block, deflect, evade. I do the same as well, but she's clearly better than I am. Still, all I need is one hit. Even a simple jab is good enough. So I hold back from making big moves. Maybe vastly inferior skill-wise, but we are both humans. Even eventually, Ayaka will eventually show an opening during her attacks. I can stop her momentum by blocking. That is my aim. To stick to the basics to the end. Ugh, not good. Overwhelming me. As the saying goes, offense is the best defense. Being thrown off balance and can't attack. At some point my feet stop moving. My defense is faltering. It was very bad. It was that exact moment that Ayaka's right punch connected with my face. And then... a flawless 3-hit combo later, my world is spinning. Damn it. She gotta be good. Again. Like, pretty good progress today, but I still lose to her superior techniques. Ayaka asks. I shake my head while pushing myself up.
誘いに乗らなかったのは正解よ。遠距離戦に付き合わないのも正解。判断は正しいわ。
She chuckles.
遠距離で優位に立ち、焦って飛び込んできた相手を逆に接近戦で返り討ちにするのが私のフォームなの。
判断は正しくともこのざまじゃな。
あとは打ち負けないようさらなる技術を身につけましょう。
簡単に言ってくれるぜ。
というわけでセリオ、結果は？
はい。綾香お嬢様の勝ち。
やりー、4勝目。
くしゃ
ー。それでは恒例ワンポイントレッスンのコーナー。
おう。
今日はコンビネーションについて。攻撃で打ち負けるのはコンビネーションの組み立てが甘いせいよ。今から教えるのは。
She gives me a lesson on basic combo building. Combos are a string of attacks that connect together and can be used for both offense and defense. There's no fixed pattern to follow, but there are definitely effective combinations that have already been perfected. There are offensive combos and defensive combos. She teaches me about their usefulness in a simple and understandable way.
基本を覚えたら、今度はコンビネーションを練習してね。
よし。
Try out a 3-hit
なあ、
combo.
綾香。ん？お前、人に物を教える才能もあるな。
あら、そう？
この数日で俺も随分上達したような気がするぜ。
それは生徒がいいからよ。
生徒じゃねえよ。敵だろ。
敵であり、生徒でもあるの。
I don't know how to feel about that. The man gets like, man finally lands like one hit on Ayaka. The next scene, he's like at the fucking qualifiers for extremes. Like, Ayaka, where am I? What's going on? Don't worry, just beat the shit out of that guy. Why? Alright. Time to make the main character eat shit again. Talking about eating shit, by the way. Everdark Tricephalos. Fuck that guy! Essentially, fucking regular Gladius sometimes had like those moments during the fight where he just like walks sideways that were essentially an opening. The problem is that that shit ain't an opening anymore. If you attack him while he does that, which is considered him taunting, he accumulates invisible stacks of a buff that increase his damage output. So he can just very easily one-shot you eventually. So yeah, the thing that literally every other fucking Souls game would train you to think is an opening to get a few hits in, you're now punished for that. Fuck that fight. Fuck that fight. I call Ayaka's mobile phone.
ひろゆきだ。今日も頼む。
オッケー、いいわよ。
お待たせ。
おう、来たな。じゃあ始めようぜ。
Take out my jack and place it on the
セリオ、
ground.
グローブ貸してくれ。
はい。
Cedar takes out gloves from a bag.
サンキュー。
Take them and put them on. Ayaka does the same thing. Alright, gloves on. Now how should I attack today? There are a few things I want to try. Either this or that might be good. Or something like that would work. Catch sight of Ayaka staring at me.
なんだよ。
今日のひろゆき。なんだかいつにない気迫を感じるわね。
気迫？
Evil and intimidating Hiroyuki.
うん。
別にいつもと変わんねえけど。
うんうん、全然違う。顔つきからして。
気のせいだろ。どっちかっつうと、いつもよりリラックスしてんだぜ。
Shake my
よ
hands.
か。早く始めようぜ。
始めるって勝負を？
当然だろ。それ以外何があんだよ。
そうだけど、なんだか嬉しそうね。
嬉しそう。おー、まあそうかもな。最近お前に教わり出してから試してみたいことが増えたからな。授業中とかもどう攻めるかとか、そんなことばかり考えてんだぜ。イメージトレーニングってやつ？
授業中はちゃんと勉強しなさいよ。
She giggles.
さあ、じゃあやろっか。
お、
じゃあ始めるわよ。
いいぜ。
I got into a fighting stance as
いいわ
well.
よ。セリオ、始めて。
はい。
City is the referee. She steps
レデ
forward.
ィー。ファイト。
We trade blows furiously in close combat, as we do, I think to myself. I have a feeling I can win today. Just have a feeling I can win today. Let's see Ayaka's attacks clearly. The attacks that I could barely follow all this time, now I can see them as part of a sequence. She would move to a good spot, throw in a feint or two, then unleash an effective combination. She's good. There's no way I can mimic her movements at my current level, but I can also see her flaws in addition to her strengths. She tends to play around during combat, taking unnecessary risks in her attacks. But I can tell if she's provoking the opponent, but I can't tell if she's provoking the opponent or simply trying to hype herself up. Whatever the case, it is a bad habit. That'll be a key to my counterattack. It's just a question of whether I have the technique to back this plan up. Feeling surprisingly calm today. In the end, I lose. Knocked out cold again. But I'm in a good mood. The residual heat on the cheek that got punched feels so good in the cold breeze. That's what sports are really about. Wow, the grass smells
もしも
nice.
し、生きてる？
I guess.
あの世じゃ何が見えるわけ？
子憎らしい悪魔。
I sit up.
と可愛らしい天使の見間違いよ。
She says,
大丈夫で
giggling.
すか？
Serio comes over and puts a cold towel on my
こ
cheek.
れは
冷たいおしぼりです。綾香お嬢様に言われて用意しました。
Look at Ayaka.
気持ちいいでしょ？
She grins. Well, I'm happy she thought about me. This also means she knew I would lose. I have mixed feelings about this.
というわけでセリオ、今日の
はい。綾香お嬢様の勝ちです。
5連勝ね。
しょうがね
それじゃあ今日もアドバイス。
え。おう、頼むぜ。
今日はいわゆる試合で勝つための戦術を教えてあげる。
なるほど、戦術か。
いい？前にも言ったと思うけど、格闘技は体力、技術はもちろんだけど、それと同じくらいに駆け引きに勝つ頭脳や戦術が重要なの。
そうだな。よくわかるぜ。
具体的に説明すると、
That day she teaches me all about basic strategies.
ねえ、
お、
最近なんだか大きくなった？
背が？
体が全体的に。
さあな。筋トレとかしてるからちょっとは大きくなってるかもな。
違う、そんなレベルじゃなくて。
じゃあなんだ？いくらなんでもそんな急に背は伸びないぜ。お？
人間的に一回り大きくなったとか？
Like, to be fair, he has found motivation and is applying himself now, which is growth as a person. A growth I have not experienced, sadly. I need it that badly.
人間的に？ほう、それなら十分あり得る。俺って器の大きな人間だからな。
あ、なんか今ので縮んだ感じ。
伸びたり縮んだりするか。孫悟空じゃねえんだぞ。
Oh boy, time to get our ass beat again. Ayaka's mobile phone, like I always do.
もしもし、俺。
はあ、お疲れ様。
当然、今日も勝負の申し込みだ。
オッケー、望むところよ。
じゃあ、いつもの場所でな。
ところで、今日が約束の最終日なんだけど、自信のほどは？
ぼちぼち。
どうとでも取れる答えね。
勝つ気はある。
それも曖昧ね。
ま、口で言ってもしょうがないことだ。試合で確かめてくれ。
それもそうね。
じゃあな、遅れんなよ。
はいはい。じゃあ、また後で。
Hangs up. Alright. I clench my fists and look up at the empty sky. Good. There's nothing clouding my mind either. Head over to the location of this showdown.
お待たせ。
おっす。
こんにちは、ひろゆきさん。
よーセリオ。おっす。
Serio bows politely when I address her. Sort of feels like Serio had more of a prim and proper upbringing than
そ
Ayaka.
れじゃあそろそろ始めよっか。
うん。
セリオ、グローブの用意して。
はい。
Take off my jacket and place on the ground, then I start doing some light warm-up exercises. Then I put on the gloves that Serio hands over to me.
用意はいい？
あ、
I nod while shaking my hands and feet.
今日がラストチャンス。もう後がないわね。
そうだな。
覚えてる？負けたら何でも一つ勝った方の言うことを聞くって約束。
覚えてるよ。
さーてと、私が勝ったらどんなことしてもらおうかな。
She says, speaking with a cheeky grin. She's trying to provoke
で
me.
もどう？なかなかできないもんでしょ？熟練者からクリーンヒットを奪うのは。
まあな。
そういえば最初は一発ぐらい楽勝だとか言ってなかったっけ？
言った。
あれはどうなったのかな。
お前が想像以上に強かったってことさ。
あら、乗ってこないのね。
今日は無心で行こうと決めたからな。
無心？
ああ。勝ち負けにこだわるとどうしても思い切った動きができなくなるんだな。
へえ、なんか悟ってるわね。
おかげさまで。
でもひろゆき、あなた最初の頃に比べるとずいぶん強くなったのよ。
そうか？
正直私も驚いてるとこ。こんなに短期間でよくここまで上達したわ。
なんだ、今度はおだてよってか？
本心よ。才能があるって言ってるの。この私が言うんだから間違いないわ。
自分じゃいまいちピンとこねえけどな。
同じ時期に始めた仲間がいれば比較してすぐにわかるんだけど。
See, apparently I am
だから
talented.
私も最初は冗談半分で相手してたけど、最近は面白いわ。 このまま一発ももらわないで逃げ切れるのか。自分でも結構ギリギリだから。
はは
Maybe she's actually quaking in her boots.
でも私ってギリギリになればなるほど燃えるし強くなるタイプなのよね。
That doesn't sound good. No way. It's maybe part of her psychological warfare.
そんなことより早く始めようぜ。
そうね。じゃあセリオ。
Sadio steps forward as the referee at Ayaka's
いいわ
call.
よ。始めちゃって。
She assumes a fighting stance and I do the
それでは
same.
行きます。
No, it doesn't really matter if you're ready. They need to be ready. As at our last fight. We'll attack right on to make this fight open and above board. Ayaka steps in front. She wants to get up close and personal. Decide to take her on without trying to distance myself. The moment the match starts, we begin trading blows furiously in close combat. Her jabs are lightning fast, followed by two combo. I turn to the right to avoid it, then I throw in a counter. Jab on the left. She dodges. Now to it combo. She blocks the combo carefully without dodging. She has to stop moving, and there's my chance. Step closer and unleash her left hook. She parries it on the right. And immediately counters. To it combo. She hits me in the head. My vision blurs slightly. She continues attacking. A duck on reflex. I drop to my knees and evade her straight punch from below. She has an opening now. Counter-attack time. I launch a left hook to her body. And then a right uppercut to the body as well. Ayaka blocks on the left and quickly dishes out a right uppercut. That lands. Direct hit. Should I withdraw? No, I shouldn't. My game plan for today is to keep moving forward. Prepare myself forward, lunging without retreating. Inward step. Ayaka responds with a counter strike just at the right moment. Lightning fast left punch, and then a block with my right hand. Just got the opportunity of a lifetime. Left short hook to the body. Right short upper to the body. This is it. Can win. Throw a left uppercut to her body. This will finish it. Uppercut strikes thin air. She dodged it. Ayaka stepped to the right. I'm wide open for a split second. Ayaka doesn't let that opportunity go. Her double uppers from the left and the right hit me hard. Instinctively recoil. My body, to guard. Took a low on my left arm, try and use it as a guard, but then my unguarded head receives the brunt of Ayaka's heavy left hook. Everything is spinning. I watch as I start falling to the ground like the camera dropping to the floor in TV dramas. But I'm not about to simply hit the ground. Brace my knees and stand firm, but then Ayaka thrusts an explosive right upper directly into my chin. The sky, the clouds, stretching out before my very eyes. I feel like I'm floating, like I'm about to soar into the heavens. Oh man, damn it all. When he thought I was close to
大
victory.
丈夫ですか？
Said he comes close to me and puts a cold towel on my cheek.
サンキュー。
The cold towel absorbs the stinging heat from my skin. Feels
大
great.
丈夫？少しくらい横になってた方がいいかもよ。
このくらい。
Shake mad while sitting up. Honestly, I'm still a little dizzy.
ごめん。途中でやめてもよかったんだけど、つい熱くなっちゃって。
いや、手を抜かれるよりマシだ。
Put my hands on the ground and look up at the sky.
あともう一歩だったってのによ。あそこでアッパーさえ打たなけりゃ。
でも、あれはあれで正しい判断だと思う。普通はあれで決まるはずだから。
避けられちまったじゃねえか。
それはたまたま。相手が私だったからよ。普通の相手なら大抵入るわよ。
お前に勝たなきゃ意味ねえだろ。
あら？今日は勝ち負けにはこだわらないとか言ってなかったっけ？
それは試合前の心構えの話だ。結果的にはやっぱり勝ちたいぜ。
Like, watch Sadio Salim like, actually, you did win. Sure, it wasn't a big hit that one would be, like, affected for the fight. But you did land a hit.
まあ、そうかもね。
She
ま
giggles.
あでも今回は負けということで。
しょうがね
何言ってんの？そっちの勝ちでしょ。
え。
全部で2発もらったじゃない。一発でも当てれば勝ちってルールだったでしょ。
おお、そうか。
One hit is all I need to win. I forgot about that. She took me down so cleanly I thought I'd lost.
そっか。ってことは、待てよ。さっきの試合、途中でもう勝ってたんじゃねえか。
そうよ。
じゃあ、最後にもらったあの4発は、本来全然もらわなくていいはずの。
だから謝ったじゃない。
そのことか。
だいたい勝ったくせに手を止めようとしないそっちが悪いんでしょ。まあ正直に言うと最後まで打ち合ってみたかったからなんだけど。
まったく。
I got hit for nothing!
でも、そうか。俺の勝ちか。
Landed a blow without even realizing what I'd done. Still feels pretty surreal, but I won and that is that.
そういえば、負けた方は何でも一つ、勝った方の言うことを聞く約束だったな。
Say with
し
grin.
ょうがないわね。何をすればいいの？
そうだな。じゃあ。
I want you to do another 100 things for me.
じゃあ、あと。
100回言うことを聞けとかそういうのはなしね。
Saw that coming, huh? Clever girl. Right, it's something anyone would ask for.
で、結局どうするの？悩んでる悩んでる。
そりゃ悩むぜ。
あと5秒。
あ？
4、
おい。
3。
待て待て、なんでせかすんだよ。
長々と考えてるとどうせろくなこと思いつかないでしょ。
あのな。
I protest, although inside I know she's
わ
right.
かったわかった。だったら前みたいに膝枕してくれ。
それでいいの？
ふっと思いつくのはそのくらいでな。
そういうことならお安いご用よ。
ひゃっほー、これぞ勝利の膝枕だぜ。
You can actually see the guy in this one, so I'll take it.
はいはい。
はあ、爽やかな風、青葉の香り、そしてお嬢様の太もも。ロマンだぜ。
くだんないロマンね。
Smiles an
でも
exasperation.
いい気分だ。1週間の努力と引き換えに手に入れた膝枕だからな。試合に負けて勝負に勝つとはまさにこのことだよな。
使い方間違ってない？
Oh.
当たらずとも遠からずだろ。
Let out a long breath of satisfaction. White clouds float by. Feels like the wind's blowing quite strongly up there. That's right. Theater has already left, saying something about catching the bus on time. He's pretty considerate for a robot. Near the distant voices of children playing by the riverbed. It feels so peaceful. Sometime later.
ひろゆき、
Ayaka calls me as she looks me in the eye.
なんだ。
また何かで勝負しようよ。
She puts a hand on each side of my face.
望むところだ。だけど次も勝ちは譲らねえからな。
あら、それはどうかしら。次は私も本気で勝ちを狙いに行くわ。
なんだってことは今回はまだ本気じゃなかったとでも言うのか。
本当のことを言えば今回はちょっとだけ遠慮したの。さすがに素人相手じゃね。でも勝ちは勝ちよ。後半は私もそれなりに本気だったから。
それなりにかよ。
He giggles with half-closed eyes. Her long hair swaying in the breeze. Strands seem to glitter under the rays of the sun. She's so beautiful. Like, I don't know why I suddenly imagine, like, eventually, like, they start going out, but then, like, she goes somewhere, like, to the doctor because of sickness or something, then someone like, oh my god, are those bruises? We're gonna call the police when we get your significant other. Then he just shows up and takes his own shirt off, and it's just even fucking more bruised, like... Listen, we are a couple that engages in combat sports for fun. The bruises are a par for the course, and based on the amount, you can see who usually loses. Feels like we aren't the same species. She would have been an aristocrat or princess if she had been born in a different era. A commoner like me laying in her lap like this is nothing short of opulence. So I might as well enjoy it to the fullest. As that thought goes through my mind.
ねえ、
ん
今回勝負しようだなんて言い出したの、あれ私を励まそうとしてなんでしょ。
なんだよいきなり。
そこんとこぜひ聞いておこうと思って。憧れの人に勝っちゃった話、私が今でも気にしてるもんだから、わざわざあの人と同じようなこと言ってくれたんでしょ。
まあな。お前あの時彼に悪いと思ってるとか言ってたよな。あれは俺違うと思うぜ。
そうだな。
結局負けてどうなるかなんて人によるんだ。拗ねるやつもいりゃ勝てるまで練習するやつもいる。どっちかっつうと俺は練習するぜ。今回の勝負も最初はボロボロだったけど後半は随分進歩したろ。そんなわけだ。だからさ、いつまでもあいつのこと気にすんなよ。
つまりひろゆきは私にそういうことを言うために体を張ってくれたのね。
あ
そうなんでしょ。
ーかもな。
ありがとうひろゆき、あんたいいやつね。
And she goes in for the kiss.
あれ今のキスじゃないのか。お前
風が出てきたね。帰ろっか。
そうだな。
帰り。どこか寄ってく？今日のところは私がおごるわよ。
え、本当か？おう、なら行く。
どこがいい？
そうだな。だったら
It was morning, but entering the classroom I saw the boys had gathered together and were excited about something.
朝っぱらから盛り上がってんな。
あ、おはようひろゆき。
何やってんだ？
They're all hyped up about a magazine.
柿本の格闘技スピリッツ見てたんだ。
なんだそれ？
格闘技の本。噂の寺女の子が載ってるんだって。
お？
来栖川彩香だよ。知らないか？
は？
来栖川彩香って
去年のエクストリームの女子チャンプさ。すげえんだぜ。その筋じゃ格闘技の女王とか言われてて、強えのなんのって。
Huh? Ayaka? Grab the copy of the martial arts spirit from the table to take a look. And open it. When I opened it, I'm greeted with a photograph of a long-haired girl doing a flashy kick. That's her, all right. That's Ayaka.
いいだろその子。
Kakimoto gushes
今
giddily.
じゃすっかりアイドルになっちまったけど、俺は空手やってた頃から目つけてたんだぜ。
Seems proud of that
その
fact.
子、3年の来栖川さんの妹なんだって。
I pretend not to know.
すごいよね。身近に有名人がいるなんて。
全然身近じゃねえっての。
あ、そうか。
Masashi and Kakimoto laugh. Ayaka's famous. Seriously. Can't believe my ears. I don't get that feeling from her at all when we were together. But that is definitely a photo of her. Ayaka approached me with a
ご
smile.
めんごめん。待った？
いや、そんなに。
さあ。
おお。
何？じーっと見て。何かついてる？
いや、別に。
そう？
This girl, huh? Famous, huh? That would mean she's an heiress, was raised overseas as a martial arts champion, and also not to boot. That's a lot of things to be at once!
なんだ？
なんか変。今日のひろゆき。
そうか？
さっきから何考えてるの？
いや、別に。 なんだよ。
なんか私を見る目が変わった。
なことねえよ。
Let's go with sharp.
どうかな。
Crap. I guess I'm letting the martial arts magazine thing distract
それよ
me.
り行こうぜ。確か今日は夜までお前に付き合う約束だったよな。
そうよ。ついでに言うと今日はそっちがおごる番だからね。
はいはい。
じゃあどこ行こうかな。
Man, was the sun set completely?
お待ちだ。
来た来た。
Ayaka beams as she pulls the bowl of ramen decked with toppings towards her. We're at a standing ramen shop along the road. It's always full of office workers coming back from work even at night. Ayaka stands out among the crowd in her school
どう
uniform.
したの？食べないの？
食うさ。
Take a bottle of black pepper and pecker? Wait. Where the Did the K from black fucking slip over into pepper there? Black pepper and sprinkle some on my ramen.
何？胡椒かけるの？
ああ、俺はな。
じゃあ私も。
I could sprinkle some pepper over a ramen just like I
あん
did.
まり入れるとカレーぞ。
おお、そっか。
We blow on our steaming hot ramen and then
なあ、本当にこんなのでよかったのか？お前お嬢様なんだし、こんなラーメンなんかじゃ満たされねえだろ。
if anything, wouldn't that mean she's fucking sick of the expensive shit?
そんなことないわよ。ラーメンは美味しいと思うわ。
でも
あら、クラスでも美味しいって評判なのよ、ここ。
な、まあうまいはうまいけどさ。
それに一度でいいからこういう雰囲気味わってみたかったのよね。
変なお嬢様だよ、お前。
そう？
まあ、そこがあやからしいっつうか。
かもね。
She leans down for some more ramen.
なんでかな。
何が？
最近私あなたのことよく考えるの。
え？
例えば授業中ふっと今何してるのかな。
へえ。
え？
俺も同じさ。最近ついついお前のことを考えちまう。なんでだろうな。
Both know the answer without having to say it out loud, as we both feel the same way. We are pretty much on the same wavelength after all.
チャーシュー残してる。もーらい。
これそれは。
うんうん。食べちゃった。
お
はいはい、麺もあげるから。
バカ野郎、交換レートが違うだろ。
ああ、もうそんな泣かなくても。
泣いてねえよ。
This girl. But I suddenly burst out laughing.
それにしてもつくづく思うけどさ。
ん？
変なお嬢様だよな、お前って。
And Ayaka replies.
うん。よく言われる。
She has a wide grin on her face. You're a great guy. Watched Ayaka's ending, and we get the Riverside now. Okay, Ayaka's best girl now. I like cheek. I love some good cheek in a character. And she is also like the character that gave the main character like a fucking like out of every other character, the main character never really had like his what I personally believed his main character flaw, quote unquote, addressed. Like, the closest we got thus far is Tomoko's way just consistently fucking, even though through the constant rejection from Tomoko, like, continue to trying to befriend her and shit like that. But in Ayaka's route, it's just straight up, he very much always seemed like a character that's like, he's capable, but he cannot summon up motivation to make use of his innate ability. But Ayaka was someone that essentially completed him as a person by giving him the motivation he needed. And quite frankly, that's what we all want in a partner. Not like the partner that makes us the most comfortable, but someone that complements us. Yeah, anyways. That means next up will be Ayaka-Route. No, I'm not doing this actually. Hold on. I'm not doing the same mistake again. Hope you guys just want to see you next time. Bye bye.